Welcome to Uplift You. This month's focus is on well-being. We invited Savyna Darby on this podcast to answer some important questions around this topic. Savyna, a versatile professional with 2 decades of experience in traditional and immersive technologies, runs her own production company, the White Lotus Picture Company. Actively involved as a producer and creative director for the upcoming feature film, The Boy Who Belonged to the Sea, marking a noteworthy chapter in her evolving career. And then around reflection, how do you reflect on your professional growth and achievements in the film industry?
I wouldn't say I've arrived or have achieved too much yet, although personally I'm very proud of the little things that I've done because those little things were impossible. From where I started on a small island watching VHS tapes that were pirated, I'm sorry to say, but we didn't have distribution in Mauritius in those days, watching VHS tapes on a JVC, a player that my father had with a remote control that you could plug in. To imagine that I could be part of something like that was unthinkable. Unthinkable. And yet here I am. I have little successes. I've made a little art installation that's now traveling everywhere. It's just been to Dubai, which is great. And I'm very proud of that work. Where, all the people I loved were involved in some ways or the other. To be able to do a little short film and now to be in production, almost pre-production on a feature that many years ago would have been like, how do I get there? And I still don't know how to get it fully made. You don't. Every movie that's made has got such a different journey. Things are funded so differently, they come together so differently. I am excited at how mine will come to be. So in 3 years' time, I can tell you. But for now, the prospect that it hasn't died, that it's gaining so much interest, it's attracting such goodwill and so many good people, to be able to think of that little girl who used to rehearse after a Hindi movie, not speaking the language and pretending to be this actress who I love to death, called Meeta Patil and Sridevi, and rehearse their lines in front of a mirror and wondering, how they would do this, to actually now maybe be in a position to choose the right person to play Maun Harik in her, to play the main character in my film, is a long way. It's not by far a big success. It's not noteworthy. It's not newsworthy. But to me, it's having done the impossible. That on my little island of 1.2 million, maybe 1 million of these people still kind of dream that, one day it will be in a feature or will have something to do with it. To be able to have come that far for my own personal journey is a huge success. Personal success.
Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for next week's Me Moment. Make sure to subscribe and join our community.